Thank you, good morning. Thank you very much. To the other officers of the Municipal League, and to Tim, the Executive Director, and to all of you, I'm extremely happy to be here this evening for a number of reasons. First of all, let me remind you that the Municipal League means a great deal to me. My elected official capacity started with the Municipal League more than 30 years ago in the city of Northwood, so I have a great feeling for this organization. I even had the opportunity at one time to be the president of St. Louis County Municipal League, so there is a lot of good feelings with this. We do a lot of good things, and for that reason, I am somewhat saddened that what I'm here tonight to talk about is extremely important to all of us. When you talk about money, everybody comes out. There's no question about that. But one of the things that, before I started my presentation, that I'm more concerned about than anything else is, how do we go forward as a community? These are the most difficult times in our lifetime. All around us, there's opportunities and difficulties and challenges. Sometimes the state is against us. Sometimes the media is against us. But tonight, I'm sad to say, we are against each other. And that's a problem that has to be resolved in a meaningful way. I also recognize that every city here, if it's A or B, makes no difference. Most people don't want anything to change. I recognize that. They really don't want anything to change. They don't want any problems. They just want to move forward and get on with their everyday business. So I say to you tonight, we are here tonight basically about two cities that started this discussion. Two cities that started this discussion. That's what we're talking about. That's my concern. So as I go forward, I'll make this perfectly clear. It was up to me, I wouldn't be here tonight. But all of you have known, the county's budget is just like most of your budgets. It's extremely tight, very tight. In years past, we had all the resources we needed to get a lot of things done. We have helped probably every municipality in this room at different times. If it's an A or a B, it didn't make any difference. We have worked together in true partnership. But tonight, we're not talking about partnership. We're talking about the haves and the have-nots and how we're going to get along with one another. To that end, let me begin. On behalf of St. Louis County citizens, I want to express the county's opposition to two bills filed by Representative Lira that will eliminate our current distribution system for the 1 cent countywide sales tax. Let me say this. We're talking about the 1 cent countywide sales tax. House Bill 1038 will eliminate the pool, phasing out the existing system 10% each year for 10 years. St. Louis County and its pool cities will lose millions of dollars as a result of this bill. We believe we'll lose at least in the neighborhood of $11 million. That's a lot of money. Second, House Bill 1335 will eliminate St. Louis County from the sales tax pool beginning next year. It would also allow any municipality to declare itself a point of sale or pool area beginning October 1 of this year, which would stabilize the pool for its remaining participants. The loss of revenue to St. Louis County from its removal from the pool and from the elimination of its portion of the quarter-cent sales tax would be approximately, again, $11 million. This is not chump change, it's not pocket change, it is real money. It should be noted that the success of these retail centers is a result of their location on major roads and highways, all of which was built and or maintained by MoDOT or St. Louis County. All taxpayers, the county have contributed to the infrastructure that allows the wealthy point-of-sale cities to prosper. Also lacking from the discussion is the fact that all highest revenue sales tax cities also levy optional sales tax such as capital improvement sales tax and the parks and stormwater sales tax. These optional sales tax already provide a huge benefit to those cities with major retail centers. Regardless of how the 1 cent sales tax is distributed, these optional sales tax did not even exist in 1993 when the state last addressed this issue. St. Louis County 1 cent countywide sales tax was approved by its voters in October of 1977. It is paid uniformly on all purchases within the county, regardless of the jurisdiction. Since everyone pays this countywide sales tax, we believe that all county residents should benefit from the revenue it generates. Representative Municipal and 9 co-sponsors from St. Louis County have filed House Bill 1463, which proposes to distribute St. Louis County 1 cent countywide sales tax on a per capita basis. The bill also allows municipalities to levy up to a half-cent optional sales tax, currently capped at a quarter cent, and this continues the sharing of that tax. House Bill 1463 will provide substantial benefits to over 77% of county residents by increasing the per capita revenue for all current pool cities such as Blackjack, Chesterfield, Clarkson Valley, Florissant, Greendale, Jennings, Normandy, Northwoods, University City, Webster Groves, Wildwood, but even the lower revenue point of sale cities such as Kirkwood, St. Anne, Ferguson, and Valley Park, and unincorporated St. Louis County. It would end the confusing sharing formulas that exist for both the 1 cent countywide and the quarter cent municipal sales tax. Finally, it will allow all cities the opportunity to keep all the proceeds from their existing or future optional municipal sales. As a result, the municipality would approve a quarter cent sales tax would exclusively benefit the cities that approved it, and everyone in the county would benefit equally from the voter approval countywide sales tax. The motion presented tonight on the so-called compromise bill, I believe it's going to happen tonight, will cause a $3 million loss to St. Louis County through the elimination of the quarter cent sales tax, sharing and elimination of the annexation and incorporation adjustment may be less damaging than the Leroy's bill. No question about it. But it will still result in layoffs and service reductions. There is no certainty that St. Louis County could levy a quarter cent sales tax to make up for these losses because of a constitutional concern regarding the application of a sales tax to unincorporated St. Louis County only. Nor is there any certainty that such a tax would pass. As you know, St. Louis County is held to a higher standard, so when we talk about raising taxes, the whole world stops. But the results of removing the $3 million from the county's budget will be immediate and real. After 4 years of holding the line with no raises for employees and other spending cuts, St. Louis County has been forced to begin layoffs this month in order to operate within our limits of existing revenue. St. Louis County Council had passed a resolution number 5645 opposing legislative efforts, including House Bill 1038 and 1335, that would eliminate or diminish the existing sharing system for the 1 cent countywide sales tax because of the negative impact such changes would have on service delivery for the majority of the county residents who reside in the sale pools areas. A copy of this resolution is being sent to the Speaker of the House and the President Pro Tem of the Missouri Senate. If a vote is taken this evening regarding the League's position on either the Leverage bills or the so-called compromise bill, I will request that the vote be taken by roll call and according to the weighted voting system that is specified in the Municipal League's bylaws. I would also request that a vote be called to determine the membership position on all pool sharing of a 1 cent countywide sales tax, no sharing of the quarter cent sales tax, as a proposed House Bill 1463. In conclusion, this has been very difficult for the people of St. Louis County and for St. Louis and the municipalities. We cannot afford to lose any money in St. Louis County's government. That is a fact. And I will tell you this, on my watch. This is very serious. I will not allow this to take place. I will fight you tooth and nail. That goes to court, whatever it takes. This is unfair, it's inappropriate, and guess what? Well, the thing that really upset me the most about this, through the municipal league, is when we was felt that St. Louis County should not participate in the negotiations of a bill. Now think about that. Think about that. 330,000 people can't participate, have to come and ask you, particularly, can we have a voice in this process? And we are a voting member and a paying member. And where we was excluded out of negotiations during some of those processes. To me, that is wrong. That is not participation. That is not partnership. I've been the county executive going on 9 years. My theme of my administration has always been partnership, 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 working together to make a difference. I've always done that. Always. And for the municipal league to do this to St. Louis County, I think we have been a great partner down through the years. It is unfair, and it need not to happen. And the only way it cannot happen is you do something about it. Now, you say, Charlie, do I want to do something against the A cities? I'm not here to do anything against the A cities. Do I want to preserve the status quo? Maybe there are some things about the status quo that's not quite right. But what I do know was being presented tonight and what has been being presented at the Capitol, I know is wrong. It is wrong. These are the most difficult times, and you actually think to take money out of the St. Louis County coffers, and you think that's right. It is wrong. So on behalf of St. Louis County, I do want to present the resolution for the County Council. Mr. Mayor. Again, I have the utmost respect for this organization. I think I know about 80, 90% of the people in this room. I have the utmost respect for what you do in your municipalities. I've always said this. I live in a municipality right now for the last 36 years. It's a good life. I love it. You will never hear me say anything against municipalities. But I've always said this. My concern is that the level of service should be good for all, regardless of where you live. That's what I support. So on behalf of St. Louis County, I thank you for your time. I look forward to working with you in the very near future. Thank you.